This new campaign to make Hispanic families aware of the early signs of autism and the benefits of early intervention.
News 4's Linda Baquero tells us more in this week's edition of VCRS.
This is a public affairs presentation from News 4 New York. Visit on days.
While autism is a diagnosis that can be made when a child is as young as 1 or 2, it's often diagnosed much later in some Hispanic children. And here to explain why is Angela Geiger, President and CEO of Autism Speaks, a nonprofit group that's helped Stephen Romero and his son and so many others. Angela, great organization, Autism Speaks. So many studies that have been done on autism. First, let's start with the average age. What is the average age of diagnosis?
Well, as you said, autism can be diagnosed as early as between 18 months and 2 years. The average age of diagnosis is really between 4 and 5, and even later for Hispanic populations.
And why is that?
You know, we don't know all the reasons, but certainly access to care, awareness of the issue, denial. In fact, in our market research, one of the things we found is that sometimes parents look at an autism diagnosis as the end, and what it really is the beginning. It's the beginning of you being able to have the very best life for your child.
And the outcomes can vary so greatly, and obviously the earlier the better. Stephen, your son, who's also named Stephen, is an example of what can happen with early diagnosis. Tell me, what did you first see and when?
In the beginning, we saw, that he wasn't progressing as a normal child his age was. He was 1.5, he wasn't speaking, his motor skills were challenging. We brought it about to his pediatrician, and that's when all the intervention began. We started having tests done, and it went from there.
Wow, and you were telling me that you have an older child, so you kind of knew what some of the milestones were,
Yes.
right? And at 3, I understand he became nonverbal. What did you do?
Well, he was nonverbal all the way through 3. That's when he was fully diagnosed on the spectrum. And at that point is when the intervention really kicked off. We were getting a speech therapist at home. And it went skyrocketed from there. He started developing words, and then...
Look at him, beautiful boy. There we see. And we're going to talk about some of his incredible accomplishments. We have some pictures of him through his journey there. And Angela, tell me, what are some of the possible signs of autism? I know it can vary greatly.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think Stephen did a really good job of that. No babbling eye contact by 6 months, no 2-word phrases by 2 years. And I think one of the important things is no matter what age you are, if you ever have a loss of words or social skills, you should definitely talk to your healthcare provider.
And now you have PSAs from the Ad Council, and of course we have the new Sesame Street character named Julia. Is this all part of your awareness campaign?
It is. We really believe that all children should get a diagnosis as early as possible. And so this new ad campaign kind of brings to life and shows what positive outcomes can come when you get that early intervention.
And Stephen, I understand that your son presented at a science fair last year. How did he do?
He got first place. It
Wow.
was very interactive for him and definitely encouraging.
What was the project on?
Science is like blubber, animal fat, and how the temperatures can vary and how they stay warm.
And how's he doing now?
Now he's prepared for his next science project, and he's very excited, but he's progressing. He is now going into the 5th grade come September.
At a
Mainstream school, yes.
What an incredible. And
Much
again,
intervention.
thanks to your early work. Wonderful. Well, where can people learn more in English and in Spanish as
Yeah.
well?
You can go to screenforautism.org and certainly autismspeaks.org as well.
Screenforautism.org. Such great information. Angela Geiger of Autism Speaks and Stephen Moreno. Thank you so much.